Greetings, no more handcuffs. But I tell y'all stories from the community. We're sincere about it. This is what we do. I told y'all to stay tuned. Here we go.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Brandon Robinson. I was born and raised here in Providence, Rhode Island, Lockwood Plaza to be more specific. I grew up like, a lot of other folks. I didn't know my father growing up. Struggled, wearing hand-me-downs, the same sneakers for a whole year, putting cardboard in the bottom, getting into fights, getting into trouble, things of that nature. But when I was younger, I found that I was smart, and I developed a love for education. And though I had a love for education, I was poor, and so I was still in and out the streets trying to survive. And being in the streets, what comes with that, I was in and out of the judicial system. With my love for education, I was able to get into Johnson Wales when I was 18, studying business administration. And I completed a year there. And it was one of the best investments I made in my life, because it helped me on my educational journey, going forward. But, due to the fact that I was still caught up in the streets, I ended up, catching a bid and doing 15 years straight. Throughout my time incarcerated, I was able to, do some deep thinking and change the way I was thinking about things, where in the streets and growing up there, wrong was right and right was wrong. And I was able to change my way of thinking of right is right and wrong is wrong. And I was able to also teach this to other individuals. I accomplished my associate's degree, got my barber's license, and I taught for about 7 to 9 years, teaching different individuals, and adult men, life skills. I took these same skills with me upon my release into the community, and I did marketing for 3 years, doing, I took the same hustle I used in the streets and I put it towards legit products and services, selling iPhones and Galaxies and things of that nature. At the same time, still kept developing my passion for education and completed my bachelor's degree at College Unbound in organizational leadership and change in 2020 during the pandemic. And shortly after, I started working at Open Doors and became the community organizer. While at Open Doors, I've been here for about 4 years. I was the community organizer, I became the lobbyist, the campaign manager, and now I'm the campaign director. I work on everything from solitary reform to body cameras for correction officers to clean slate for Rhode Island, which is expungement for Rhode Islanders, helping them get their misdemeanors and felonies expunged through the legislative process. At the same time, I invested in myself and worked on my master's degree at Roger Williams University, studying public administration and public management, which I completed in 2024. And also throughout this time, I started my own nonprofit called JDPI, which stands for Juvenile Delinquency Prevention Initiative. And we work with at-risk youth to help them avoid the judicial system through workshops, fun activities, and mentorships. I'm an entrepreneur, and I could teach a variety of different things. And so, as an alumni of College Unbound, I became a lab faculty and a board member at College Unbound. And so, I basically teach my students entrepreneurship skills and life skills as well. I'm there to help them with everything from work problems, life problems, relationship problems, school problems, projects, and different things like that. And, this is something that I don't mind doing because I like to help people. I like to help the community, whether it's kids or adults. And so now that I've been out for so long, I'm now working on my doctorates in psychology, organizational leadership and psychology at William James College. This is going to allow me to work on my for-profit business, which is higher level management consulting, as well as a new project I have coming forward called Bridges to Success. Both help individuals, children and adults with a variety of different things. We're covering a variety of different topics and subjects to help people better their lives and take their life to the next level. I not only want to make sure that me and my family is good, but our community is good as well. Because the goal is to be a part of the solution versus being a part of the problem. And, you know, throughout my journey, I helped out and became a part of the Behind the Walls committee at DARE, as well as a board member at DARE. During my time in the Behind the Walls committee and meetings, I met Tunji, and, you know, we worked together side by side, fighting a good fight in the community, supporting people through court processes or protests or rallies or legislative hearings and things of that nature. So, you know, I enjoyed working with him, doing this good work, and, you know, I see he's doing good things with his new podcast, and I definitely wish him much luck.
Here we go. Man, listen, you're only going to hear sincere stories from people who are on this page. Nothing but sincerity. For the community, this is what we do. We love what we do, so it's not a job for what we do. Peace.
I'm Mr. Body Catcher, Slaughter Gang Soul Snatcher. Ain't no regular F-150, this a fucking rapper. No capper, street nigga, not a rapper.